graduating yesterday, and we're hightailing it to Hazard, Kentucky. So it is going to be interesting, folks. I hate to say that, it will be interesting. So I'm gonna bring in here. She's gonna ask me some questions. Let's recap of the week. About 2,000 miles, roughly 2,000 miles, yes. So we'll see what we can go this week. I think we're gonna have a pretty good week. Might end up in Arkansas or Texas. I'm not really sure. We're kind of on the 8 ball right now, so we'll see what happens. All for all the reasons you clicked on this video. She has some questions. So, Night Owl. I read a rumor that you had like 7 questions that you had wanted to learn about trucking, and I'm sure my fellow subscribers would also like to learn about trucking.
What's the best part about being a trucker?
Best part about being a trucker, she says, folks. Best part about being a trucker is the freedom of trucking in itself. Not knowing where you're going to go, not knowing,
in 1.25 miles, take the exit.
Really, Garmin?
Right to US 23 South toward US
She never
50
learns,
West.
folks. She never learns. That is not the best part about trucking, that Garmin right there. But just not knowing where you're going to go and not sitting in one place for too long.
Okay. If you had to change one thing about being a trucker, what would it be?
Change one thing about being a trucker?
Yeah.
Man, that is a tough question. She's laying it on me, folks. If you guys have any other questions yourself, feel free to ask them in the comments section below. Toughest thing about being a trucker, or one thing I can change about trucking.
Be in either of the 2 right lanes.
All right, we're gonna have to
then
listen to
take the
Garmin in a
exit
minute. We're gonna have to get over.
US 23
So bear
South.
with me. There we go. Man, that's a tough question, Liz. Probably have to be the people that you have to deal with on a daily basis. I don't really have a set genre of, one thing. It's more of a broad thing that I would change about trucking. To me, it's one of those things where people, I guess they care too much about the destination and the journey, if that makes sense.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's one of those things that's more about, I guess trucking's about money, and it's, that's all fine and dandy. But, I feel like sometimes people want things there in an unrealistic amount of time. Brokers are ruthless. They'll tell you anything they can. They're not transparent. Like we had a load the other day that was supposed to be 44,000 pounds and it ended up being like 46,000 pounds. That's a big deal, folks, when you're that much, and you're overweight and all. So, transparency in the trucking world probably could change. Just, more honesty, probably be a good thing. It's a place to start for that.
Okay. Number 3. What do you miss most about not being a trucker?
What do I miss most about not being a trucker?
Yeah.
As like before being a trucker?
Yeah. Like what do you miss about before you were a trucker?
Okay, folks, this is a good question. The thing I miss most about not being a trucker, this is like pre-me being a truck driver, normal life Phoenix, alright? I assume that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably not being in a hurry all the time. It seems like once I became a trucker, I have to adapt to everyone else's schedule but my own. Sometimes I go home for 2-3 days and I can't even accomplish what it is that I need accomplished. And before I know it, I'm back out the door and I have a laundry list of things that have to get done and I might get half of them done. So, time management's a key. You have to be on game, you have to be on point when you get your things done. That's probably one thing I miss the most is just being slow Phoenix, not relying, you have to rely on so many people to do what you have to do. And sometimes it can get pretty chaotic because you can't get all those things done. From the moment I get home, I have to start, planning my week for next week, so my brain really never shuts off. So I kind of miss, that's why I look forward to NASCAR. When I get to go, there on vacation, it's like, all right, now I got, a week off, half a week off. I can actually not think about trucking for a wee bit amount of time. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. What's the worst part about being a trucker?
The worst part about being a truck driver. It kind of goes back to the other question that I answered, I guess. With a lack of transparency. But there are times where, you wake up and you don't want to drive. And you're being forced to drive anyway. And then you start driving and you're like, thanks. It's just like any other job. But I don't really consider it a job. I consider it a lifestyle. So I don't think there's really a bad thing about trucking. There's just, minor annoyances. I think I've touched on it in other videos where, you go to a dock and, you're just waiting on everyone but yourself. You're never really on your own time. No one really cares how much you're waiting. Probably the worst part about it, I guess, would be the fact that, you're supposed to get detention after 2 hours and brokers never pay the detention. So half the time as a truck driver, you're just not being paid, which really kind of sucks. So.
Okay. What's the most easiest part about being a trucker?
Well, that's easy. The easiest part about being a truck driver is just that. You're a truck driver. You have your truck in the open road. Look at this view out front, guys. I've been down here 23 in Ohio, and I've been through here quite a bit. And, I haven't been through here, though. Usually when I come through here, it's nighttime. There definitely ain't no leaves on the trees. Funny story. There's actually a hill down here where she was sleeping the one day, and she ended up flying out of her damn bed almost. So this was back in December. So it's a little fun road to drive. So you get to see parts of the country. Like you said, we've been to, Meteor Crater. We've been to, all places around the country. Got to see things and experience things that I would not have if I wasn't a truck driver.
Okay. What's something you're okay with losing if something bad happens?
Like what?
What's something you're okay to lose if something bad happens?
Like, elaborate.
Like, let's say the car catches on fire, you just only bring 3 items. What's something you're okay with losing?
Okay. Well, good news about being a truck driver is we don't really have much in here in the first place. But camera equipment definitely coming with me. TV, gonna try to get it off the wall. Can't guarantee it. Let's just be honest. Probably don't really want that to happen. Don't really want to lose anything. Let's just be honest. But if I had to lose something, probably the stupid inverter that doesn't like to work ever. Let's just be honest. Yeah.
So that's all my questions.
Is it really?
Yeah, that one gets it.
You can't think of any right now? It's not cool. Hazards, Kentucky. Comment down below. What's it like to live here?
There's a big duck on the roof. Do you see it?
Yep. Look, guys, it's a duck house. It's a duck house. Ah, that's so cool. Someone made a mallard duck roof house. That is about as cool as it gets, guys. That is the thumbnail of this video. Right there. That is the thumbnail. Waiting to be seen. Thanks, Hazards, Kentucky. Thank you. Got a sharp corner.
Imagine living in that. It's a ginormous crane machine.
This is where you pray there's no car coming around this corner because you need every little bit of real estate that you can get. At least the guy behind me's got a hell of a show. No, actually, it's not on at all. I'm going slow, ma'am. Like 20 miles an hour slow. Doing like 30. So we got a train track. And another sketchy bridge. Fat Landing Bridge. That's the name of this bridge, guys. It's Fat Landing.
The London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
In the middle of nowhere, in a
Yes.
small town, we find a KFC. We came here for KFC, folks. Good old Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky. We got 3 miles to the corner of doom. 3 miles to the corner of doom. But first, bridge. That looks good. Alright. Plenty of room under the bridge. We have a stoplight. So please stand by while we wait for said stoplight. Combs Motel. Part of me wonders if these people behind me think I'm lost or if I'm actually bringing a delivery somewhere. Comment down below what you guys think. Welcome to Hazards, Kentucky, folks. We
Turn
made
left
it.
on Kentucky 15 business route.
We made it. Look at these trees. They have carved out the trees for the said semi trucks.
It's a castle. Oh, I need the camper.
Look, it's a castle.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Main Street, then keep left.
Now we gotta climb up this giant hill. Pray to God that this bridge is not over height. It looks good. She looks good. They don't have a sign on it. It says little bridge, so.
That is a 13.6 bridge, guys. I'm almost guaranteeing that's 13.6, 13.7. There's no way around it. That bridge was tight. That was tighter than I wanted it to be. Hey, look, it's a cattle hauler.
I want it.
Look at that mountain in front. Look at that mountain in front, guys.
There's another
Turn left at the traffic light, then
I know I
keep
can
left.
make this bridge because that truck just went under that bridge, so we can make it.
14.6.
This load will forever go down as the load that made me a trucker.